අපි 2016 අවුරුද්ද තමයි මේක පටන් ගත්තේ. 2016 අවුරුද්ද පටන් ගන්නකොට අපි කුණු බාස්කට් එකක් එකතු කරගෙන සිනික් එකේ සිනික් කැම්පස් එකයි කියන කැම්පස් එක. ඒ කැම්පස් එකේ තිබ්බ ටැලන්ට් ෂෝ එකට තමයි මේක පටන් ගත්තේ. ඉතින් පටන් ගන්නකොට නම් පොඩි බීට්ස් වගේක් එකතු කරගෙන පොඩි ගහලා එහෙම තමයි පටන් ගත්තේ. ඒකට දැන් ඒ වගේ ටැලන්ට් ෂෝ එකක දිනලා ඊට පස්සේ ගියා ඉන්ටර් යුනිවර්සිටි ටැලන්ට් ෂෝ එකට. ඒක ඩැන්ටලයිස් ටැලන්ට් ෂෝ එක. ඒ ඩැන්ටලයිස් ටැලන්ට් ෂෝ එකේදී අපි ෆස්ට් ප්ලේස් වුණා. ඒකෙත් ඉස්සරහට ගිහලා අපි යූත් ටැලන්ට් ඉදිරිපත් වුණා. ඒකෙනුත් අපි සෙමි ෆයිනල් එකක් ගියා. ඒ වගේ අපි ඉස්සරහට ඇවිල්ලා අලුත් ඉන්ස්ට්‍රුමන්ට් හදාගෙන අපි පොඩ අතට බලනවා කොහොමද මේ වැඩ වෙන්නේ කියලා. නැත්නම් අයිඩියා එක ආවේ දැන් මම මුලින් පටන් ගත්තේ 8 දිනකින්. 8 දිනාටම ඒ හිටු 8 දිනාට මියුසික් කවුරු කරලා නැහැ. ඩාන්සින් කරලා තිබෙත් නැහැ. මම විතරයි කරලා තිබ්බේ. ඉතින් මම බැලුවා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ මොනවද ගන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රයෝජනය කියලා. ඒ කට්ටියගෙන් තමයි එකතු වෙලා අපි පොඩි බීට්ස් එකක් ගහලා පටන් ගත්තේ. ඉක්මයි ටැලන්ට් ෂෝ එකට තමයි මුලින්ම පර්ෆෝම් කරේ. ඒකේ අපි මියුසික් වල සෝන්ස් ගැහුවේ නැහැ. අපි නිකන් පොඩි බීට්ස් එකක් විතරයි ගැහුවේ. දැන් තමයි ටික ටික එකතු වෙලා මේ 5 ඉන්ස්ට්‍රුමන්ට් එකක් අපි හොයාගත්තා. මේ 5 ඉන්ස්ට්‍රුමන්ට් එකේ ඉස්සරහට එන්න තමයි දැන් සින්දු ගහනවා.
ඉස්සෙල්ලා තිබුණ ඩ්‍රම්ස්
විතරයි.
ඒකට කොච්චර කල් ගියාද මේක කන්සෙප්ට් එක හරි ගස්ස ගන්න? ඒ කියන්නේ බෑන්ඩ් එක ෆෝම් කරලා
දැන් අවුරුදු 3ක් වෙනවා. ඔව් දැන් මගේ එක්ක ඉන්නේ මගේ ඉස්කෝලේ කාලේ යාළුවෝ ටික. මගේ ඉස්කෝලේ කාලේ යාළුවෝ ටික සෙට් උනේ කැඩට් බෑන්ඩ් එකෙන්. අපි කැඩට් බෑන්ඩ් එක පටන් ගත්තා කඩුල්ල දිස්ත්‍රික්කේ ප්‍රථම වතාවට. ඒකෙන් පටන් ගත්ත මේ මිත්‍රශීලීත්වය තමයි දැන් ඉස්සරහට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ.
මොකද ඉස්කෝලේ?
මාළඹේ ආදර්ශ පිරිමි විද්‍යාලය.
එතකොට දැන් අද වෙද්දි දැන් ඔයාලට විදේශ ජාතිකයෙක් ඇවිල්ලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට උදව් කරන එක මොකද හිතන්නේ අවුරුදු 3කට පස්සේ?
අපේ වීඩියෝස් Instagram හරහා Facebook හරහා බලලා ලෝකේ පළවෙනි වතාවට 5 ඉන්ස්ට්‍රුමන්ට් එක හොයාගත්ත Snubby J. ඔව් අපිට ආරාධනාවක් කරා අපිත් එක්ක වීඩියෝ එකක් කරන්න. අපි බැලුවා ලංකාවේ දෙයක් එයාගෙන් ගන්න. ඒක නිසා අපි ජනකවි ආශ්‍රයෙන් යන සසඳ සින්දුවයි සුරබා වල්ලිය ආශ්‍රයෙන් ඒ පොඩි පාට් එකයි ඊට පස්සේ තොර ප්‍රශස්තිය ලංකාවේ ප්‍රශස්තියක් අපි ගායන මේ වාදනය කරනවා. ගොඩක් අභියෝගාව මේ ඉන්ස්ට්‍රුමන්ට් හදාගන්නකොට තමයි ටිකක් මේක නැචරල් දෙයක් හදාගන්නකොට පොඩි සවුන්ඩ්ස් වල බැලන්ස් එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි අපේ ලොකුම අභියෝගය. ඒ අභියෝගය අපි කොහොමද ජයගන්නේ? අපි සතියේ දවස් දෙකක් වගේ ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරනවා. ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරනවා මාළඹේ ස්ටුඩියෝ එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකෙත් සමහරක් වෙලාවට අපි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් සෙක්ෂන් යනවා. නැත්නම් අපි අපේ ගෙදරම තමයි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්නේ.
එතකොට මේ වගේ මියුසික් ජොන්ර් එක දැන් ලංකාවේ තියෙන අනිත් මියුසික් එක ගත්තාම ටිකක් අලුත් දෙයක්. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොකද හිතන්නේ මේක ඉදිරියට ගෙනියන්න නම් කොයි වගේ සපෝට් එකක්ද ඕනේ?
ලංකාවේ මම හිතන්නේ ප්‍රථම වතාවට තමයි මේ 5 ඉන්ස්ට්‍රුමන්ට් එක යොදාගෙන ඒක සින්දුවක් ගහන්න උඩන් තත්ත්වයකට ඇවිල්ලා තින්නේ ප්‍රථම බෑන්ඩ් එක අපි ලොකු ආඩම්බරයක් තියෙනවා ගැන. මම හිතනවා ලංකාවේ මේ වගේ බෑන්ඩ් එකක් නැහැ කියලා. කියන්නේ බාස්කට් බැරල් වලින් කරන බෑන්ඩ් ඉන්නවා. හැබැයි සින්දුවක් මේකේ කරලා එහෙම කරන අය අඩුයි. ලංකාවේ පළවෙනි බෑන්ඩ් එක අපි කියන හිතනවා.
Firstly, let's introduce yourself. Who is Snubby J?
Absolutely. My name is Snubby J. My real name is Kent Jenkins, and I'm coming from Los Angeles, California, USA.
Okay.
And it's my first time here in Sri Lanka.
Why did you choose Sri Lanka out of all reasons?
So there's this band that I've been following online that play pipe instruments similar to my instrument that I call the rimba tubes, marimba made out of tubes. Origins Percussions, and I've just always seen their videos on Instagram and YouTube, and I loved how they brought together all these different instruments beyond what I'm even capable of. And so when I had the opportunity to come to Sri Lanka, I figured why not and
Okay.
hit them up and try to make some music together.
Okay, so it's not your first time, is it?
It is my first time, yeah.
Oh,
I've been
okay,
working in India for some other pipe shows, and I figured come on down for vacation and make some music. And I had the fortune of performing in Singapore this fall as well.
Right. So how did you choose music? Was it from your school days or?
Yeah, as a kid, I would just hop up at my family piano and just start banging, and slowly started taking lessons and
Okay.
fell in love with this group called the Blue Man Group. They're
Okay.
based in New York City, and they play these pipe instruments similar
Right.
to what we play.
Right.
And I thought it was the coolest thing that really took my interest in music to the next level.
Right. So did you professionally study it anywhere or?
Funny enough, no, I studied mostly theater. So I like to bring my theatrical side to my performance, but music, I grew up playing piano, I studied percussion in high school and college, and then it's just a lot of self-taught.
So let's talk a little bit about the concept. Well, I see a lot of PVC pipes, a lot of throwaway things being used. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's a very interesting and different concept to be making music with plumbing pipe. And I think that's why it's such a draw for people. Obviously, it's really interesting to look at, but then the sound of hitting a paddle against a pipe really produces a beautiful, pure, airy tone.
Yeah.
Very staccato sound as well, which is a musical term for short and separate.
Yeah.
And so you get this natural, unique synthesizer, 80s music pop
Yeah.
sound. And I think that's why I'm drawn to that instrument, just because it is so unique. But then obviously taking it to the next level with theatrics and other instruments, I think that's where this goes beyond just the mundane plumbing pipe and elevates to a whole new plane of art.
Right. So how long did it take for you to master the art?
I started 12 years ago, and at that point I've been playing piano, so I had that background. But it's such a unique instrument. Nowhere in the world can you just take collegiate level classes on playing the marimba tubes or a PVC instrument. So
Yeah.
I think I'm still learning.
So have you worked with other artists, or are you the only artist in the world? Or?
Yeah, I'm usually a solo artist with this, but I've had the privilege of collaborating with other people who've built this instrument, as well as harpists, violins, singers, you name it. But it's fun because it doesn't fit into any genre, that you can really put this instrument with anything.
Are you going to have any project here in Sri Lanka?
I think this is the project, and that's why I think it's extra special and extra exciting that we're creating this awesome music video in this beautiful antique
doing a music
warehouse.
video.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot right after we finish talking. I think we're gonna get set up and record it's a medley of 4 or 5 Sri Lankan songs with a secret pop song in there as well.
Right. So how did you come across our people? Have you seen their videos? Or?
So yeah, well, I have a theater friend that I studied in. I went to a theater school called Del Arte, and I met a friend named Jampati there. We stayed in touch. I always knew he was from Sri Lanka, but then when I learned that this group, from just watching their videos online and them tagging me, because
Is it like a big trend in the other parts of the world, or because this is quite new to us?
Yeah, I would say it's still a very novel instrument anywhere, and that's where I'm grateful that there are other people interested in this.
Right.
I was kind of one of the earlier people to do this, at least online.
Okay.
So I have the I'm fortunate to have a following of people, and then all these people who've been inspired to build their own versions of the same instrument based on mine.
Right.
When I was inspired by the Blue Man Group way back when. So there is definitely over 100 of these that exist all over the world, but considering it's the entire world, it's I know there's somebody in France, there's somebody in Germany, there's somebody in Switzerland, somebody in Sri Lanka, Japan, a couple in the United States, Australia, but Uzbekistan, I think. So that's the weird thing though, is I only know of one in each of these different countries.
Okay.
But I think that's also what unites us, because
So we can call you the first founding artist.
with the marimba tubes, yeah, that's my design. It's set up like a piano and the arrangement, but it's so fun to see all these other instrumentalists who are inspired by my videos and by Blue Man groups to create their own versions. And that's what I think I admire about Origins Percussion is that they've created their own version of this instrument and bringing all these other instruments into the picture as well. I think this is the first year where I've really made the commitment to make this my career, and it's always been, it started out as a hobby,
So
obviously.
after 12 years.
So after 12 years, because I was in high school and then I was in college and I got out of college and I thought I needed to do theater and to do other things, but I'm realizing, you know, committing to one thing really strongly is allowing myself to blossom more within this field.
Right.
So I think I've been very lucky again to be able to say I can make this my life, and who knows what tomorrow will happen, but right now I'm getting to celebrate the joy of Sri Lankan music. That's where it's a joy to be learning all this music because it's all brand new to me.
So what challenges did you have?
Challenges,
yeah.
Challenges. Well, the sheer nature of just showing up with this instrument is so big that I think that kind of goes past most people's first reference when they see it. You really have to I don't know, it's, this whole thing is just like a giant art piece. And so the challenge of just bringing it anywhere, especially with this as my career, I perform on the streets, I perform in random shows, get asked to show up in India. In that case, I have to build a brand new instrument in India to make that happen. So I think one of the inherent challenges is just getting place to place, because it's not as small as a flute or a violin where you can just pull out and start playing, you know? And then obviously arranging the music is the other big challenge, because it doesn't fit all styles of music. You got to find the right songs that are high energy or percussive, so it really lets the instrument sing. I think the most satisfying thing is sharing this instrument with the world, and the fact that the world is so warm and accepting of it. The fact that I'm here in Sri Lanka because I just had the passion as a kid wanting to bang on pipes. I think that's the special and magical thing about all of this. And keep listening to music. I think just digging deep, I'm finding a deeper and deeper appreciation of music the more I connect with other musicians or collaborate or just literally listen to other music. And I think, especially nowadays, it's we really need to unite as communities, but as a world. And I feel like music is one of the universal languages that allows people to forget about other problems, forget about political differences, and really just celebrate the joy of connection and humanity together.